Good afternoon, welcome back. Friday afternoon here. Tomorrow we are going racing at round 3 of the Summit Racing Championships. Did round 2 a couple of weeks ago and got put on the trailer for going too fast. So I'm only allowed to go 10.5 in this car. I did 10.47 first hit, slowing it down, and then 10.3, 10.2. And then a 10.54 in first round, and that's when they come and told me I have to put it on the trailer. So, and I'd at that stage I'd put the smallest nitrous jet in that I owned, which was 90 thou. So I've been to Outlaw Speed Shop this week, got myself a 60, an 80, and a 70. So I think I might just go straight for the 60, the lowest one. Like I said in previous videos, I would really like to be able to just hold this thing flat and rather than try and back off. So yeah, I'll throw this in. Pretty basic setup. I just use a Nitrous Express nozzle. So it's just uses a single nozzle. I'll unscrew this. A lot of people don't even know that this car's got nitrous when they look under here. So get that out. That is an 82, that jet. So what's that? So 78, that's 20 thou, that's half a mil. I think when this thing did its 980s, I reckon the jet size was about 110, 120, I don't know, I drilled it out. So yeah, this is going to, is that the 61? That's a 60 thou. So yeah, it just plonks in here. There's a little single 90-degree jet that comes into the bottom of the OTR and just sprays straight into the intake manifold. Now this is technically a dry setup, dry nitrous shot. The hardest thing is getting this bad boy back on without threading it. It's even harder to do when the car's boiling hot, which I've had to do many times before at roll racing or the drags. It ain't fun. Today it's cold. As you know, you see me drive it in and out of the shed to wash it, if you can call that a wash. Come on. Let's get that on there. There we go. She started. No, she hasn't. Yeah, so this is technically a dry shot of nitrous, single line, -4 from the bottle in the back. And then all the extra fuel is done through the injector, so it kind of makes it a wet system. But rather than having a second solenoid and having to put jets into different solenoids and create different possible leak points and an extra fuel system and whatnot, it's just easier to get it tuned through the injectors. These are Siemens 60-pound injectors. I actually reckon I've got that. There we go. Yeah, so these are Siemens 60-pound injectors. Again, these things are like 14 years old. They're so old. Never been cleaned or looked at or anything. So pretty fortunate there. This whole setup, I'm actually pretty fortunate with what I've been able to achieve with it. So just tighten that up. It's quite hard to get to, but yeah. So my solenoids and purge and everything are all up here. The purge is up here and actually comes through the grill. So yeah, now I'm just going over the car to get this thing ready for tomorrow. Had an oil change last outing, which is a couple of weeks ago. Let's have a look. Dandy. Check the transmission. Smells good, looks red. Oh yes, lovely. So I'll check that again when it's hot. But yeah, apart from that, I don't really have to do much. Done most of my suspension changes last time, which really worked. I can't actually get my anti-squat anymore because the way my brackets are set up on this car, I've run out of holes to bring my lower arm down. So that's why I've raised the back of the car up to try and get my front pickup points a bit higher, because I can't actually bring my lower, like my rears down lower. So I'm at 136% anti-squat, running a radial, so I kind of want it to separate. I set the shocks pretty mildly, just at a basic setting from what Vikings suggest. Didn't get to play with that, but I also didn't have the big hit in it, so it wasn't really giving everything it normally gives. So, and it'll be even less again this weekend. But yeah, so I'll chuck the rest of those jets I've got there in the bag, and I'll pack up all my tools, get my car ready, load it on the trailer, and then you'll see me again in the morning heading up. I've got a mate, Matt, coming up with me. He's going to be cameraman. So I've sent him a link on how to use the gimbal, and then I'll dig my old GoPros out, see if they still work, try get some in-car footage, and see if I can get a proper video together for you guys. So round 2 qualified just then, went 10:52, 0.17 reaction, 158 to the 8th, backed off at 1250 feet, just got in front of the next guy, which I know who does 1060s. He actually ran at 10:58 then, so I just nudged in front of him and backed off 10:52. Pretty happy with that. I've got one more qualifier left. If I can replicate that, I'll dial my time in at a 10:50. So car's going good. Clean the plugs, change that jet down 10 thou, and yeah, it's getting, sun's coming out here now, so it's getting good. car that I know does like consistent 10.5s, 10.6s. Got him on the tree, got a good 60 in, felt good. This is with the smaller jet, 60 car jet that I ran the 1069 on earlier today. And yeah, so just nudged it, just made sure I just stayed right in front of him. Did a 10.2, 10.26, 0.1 reaction, 140 to the 60. And so even backing off at the line, which is odd. So I know the air's gotten a little bit better today. So they haven't come over to tell me off yet. I know I can run quicker once in qualifying, but even though I've broken out of my bracket class or my license class, they still haven't given me the tap on the shoulder yet. So all I'm going to do now is just sandbag, go up against cars, make sure I nudge them out, see how we go.
1014 Tailem